Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Pepper, and today I'll be unboxing the game Dinogenics. As you can probably tell, this is a dinosaur-themed game, and I've actually played a few before, those being Dinosaur Island, Dinosaur World, Dinosaur Island Roar and Ride, and Draftosaurus, all of which I've enjoyed quite a bit. So this one was one that I was very interested in. I know that Zach and I had debated whether to get this one or Dinosaur Island back in the day when we first got that. We went with Dinosaur Island, and that we've really enjoyed that. That has been near the top of our all-time games list for quite a while now. But it felt like the time with this new Dinosaur World coming out. Felt like the time to go back and check this one out. A pretty heavy box. The shape of it is, I would say it's almost Ticket to Ride size, but just with a little bit added to the sides. Ticket to Ride with a little on the side. I think that's on the back of the box, actually. There we go. A game of dinosaur park management and corporate intrigue. I think he will be... Oh boy, the glare is terrible here. I think he will be doing a lot of the corporate intrigue. And here is the Park Operations Manual. I think the rule book. Is that a fancy way to name the rule book? Looks like quite a few pages here, but a lot of pictures and illustrations and examples. But it ends up being a 27-page rulebook, which is, back in the day, that would have been a gigantic rulebook, but nowadays that seems pretty average, to us at least. And here is a reference for all of the different dinos in the game, and possibly what it takes to build them, and effects that they give you. And here's references to just all kinds of different, possibly spots on the board. I always like when there is a reference sheet in addition to the rulebook, and not on the back page of the rulebook. And here, ooh boy, here's a similarity to Dinosaur Island. Dual-layered player boards. I believe this will track the rounds in the game, as well as reputation tracks. So these must be, are these the different player colors maybe? I'm not sure, but yeah, all these are dual-layered, as you can tell. Very cool. I really like dual-layered player boards, and this is possibly one of the least warped dual-layered boards that I've seen, and also one of the thicker ones too. Very nice quality here. And here are the park boards, which are also dual-layered, which is really nice. Something that I knew was in the game. That got me very, very excited, and definitely made the choice between the two games back in the day very, very tough. But yeah, these are really cool. I'm guessing you'll be putting some tiles in here, and this part actually isn't lower. It is the areas around these little squares where you'll be placing your dinos, which I believe you'll be putting little fence maples in there, I believe. And here are some trackers on the boards. Overall, it's the same layout as most of these boards you see with Dinosaur Island. It's pretty similar, with some spots over here and there to put your dinos, put your special buildings. Kind of reminds me of Caverna as well, with the mountain and the fields. Reminds me a lot of that, but we will see if they play the same. It also looks like there are different, maybe the DNA cost for all the different dinos here. That's another quick reference that I really like, and these are also not warped really at all, so that is really nice to see. So I know sometimes dual layers can bring some warping to the boards. I believe these are all identical. I don't think there's any color distinction to separate for different players. I know the Dinosaur Island kind of has different corporations on the back, but these seem to be identical, which is fine. But that would be a cool little detail if they did throw that in there. But definitely not necessary. And on to some cardboard bits, some cardboard pop-outs. And he popped out by himself. Let's see this. Not sure. Just like a cardboard pop-out within a pop-out within a pop-out. Inception. These pop out pretty easily. As you can tell, that one just fell out by itself. Probably popping out too many of these. These are, after holding those dual layered boards, these feel very thin, but I think they're pretty average thickness. Actually, let's try to put one of these in one of those slots. I'm sorry, the glare is a huge problem right now. Oh boy. Yes, I assume that's where those tiles will go. But yeah, they fit in there, not too snug. I know it always scares me a little bit when it's too snug, and you might have a hard time getting them out there. But yeah, these seem to go in there pretty easily, and they have a little notch here so that you can pull them out easily as well. But yeah, it looks like you have quite a few different tiles that you'll be building. Not all unique. I see some of these are the same. But yeah, loads of different abilities. And some little dino tokens, and I assume these are money. But we'll see what that turns out to be. Got another sheet of cardboard with some more Inception here. And some more tiles, which I believe these are more unique tiles as well. What does it look like these ones do? I don't think they have names. Oh yeah, they do have names. Geology Lab here, which I don't know what these do. I assume this lets you pick up cards and play cards or get rid of cards. Who knows? I've seen this red symbol around a few times. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. That worries me. Red usually seems, if you see red in a dino park flashing red lights, I'd say hide. But yeah, more of those sheets. I think that's the last of the cardboard pop-outs. And on to the main board. But yeah, so far I'm really liking the look of the game. It's not as colorful and over-the-top colorful as Dinosaur Island. This one's going for a little more of a realistic look, which I also enjoy a lot. But yeah, it's interesting how two games with the exact same theme can really feel so different just from how they tackle the artwork. Let's zoom out a little bit here and get the whole, well, not the whole board. That'd be a miracle if I could get the whole board in this shot. But yeah, it looks like a pretty basic worker placement. Oh, my shadow is getting in the way there. Lighting is a problem. But yeah, it looks like pretty regular worker placement actions here, I would say. Looks like you can go here, and maybe I'll move the camera around here. Go to the ferry and get some money. I assume that's money. Go there, pick up some cards at the agency. But yeah, I really like big boards like this. I like big boards, and I cannot lie. I like big boards with background art and not just a bunch of squares of actions. But something like this one has the whole island in the background with all the little buildings and forests and rivers. I really love when they put a lot of detail into that, as well as making a good layout for the board. I think it needs to look nice as well, and this definitely looks really nice with the green and the blue. looks realistic, but it also looks very, very colorful. Got a little airplane coming in there. But yeah, pretty good board, I would say. Pretty thick cardboard, very, very sturdy board. Next up, we have a Dinogenix Bag, which another similarity to Dinosaur Island and Dinosaur World. They also had their own bags with the title on the bag, so that's always nice. This seems pretty small. I know you're usually not putting your whole hand in the bag, but this could barely fit. I'm actually worried that I'm not going to be able to get this off. Okay, I did. But yeah, pretty basic bag, but I also always like when they put a little customization in there. Next up, we've got cards. I do not have my assistant with me this time. Oh, maybe they have a tab. It looks like they do, but I'm never good at pulling those. Oh boy. Okay, I shouldn't panic. I just need to look, figure it out. There we go. What do we got here? Breaking news. So these look to be different event cards. Breaking news. Breaking news. Foreign suppliers flood the market with DNA. Refresh the DNA market this season. The base buy cost of all DNA is 3. So I'm guessing it gets a lot more expensive than 3. But those foreign suppliers were nice enough to bring it down a bit. Yeah, it looks like, ooh, it's cool artwork. A lot of cool artwork here, a lot of unique artwork, which I really appreciate for these event cards when really all they needed to do was slap on some text there and call it a day, but they decided to throw in some thematic artwork with the thematic tie of the breaking news to go along with that event ability. Very cool. Very cool. I appreciate that. The cards, I don't have a reference card, I don't believe. Actually, I might here. Here's a standard plain card. These are a little smaller, as you can see, but I could have been fooled into this being a regular standard size plain card. They're not the thickest cards, but they feel a little thin, but not too thin where I'm scared to handle them. Although I'm always scared to handle cards, I'm very, very clumsy. And these look like the different dinos. You got a Tyrannosaurus DNA, which there's our cover star. A lot of his cards. So it looks like, I think, yeah, these are the DNA cards, so I'm guessing you'll have to complete sets of these to be able to build the dinos. Which, yeah, where in Dinosaur Island you just kind of had a track for your DNA, and in here it seems like you actually have cards for that DNA. Oh boy, let's open more of these tabs. There you go. There's a lot in this. This is going to be a long unboxing. Here's a reference card, which I think we've seen like 5 references so far, which is really nice. I mean, the more references, the better. The black market. Again, more great artwork. I really love all these. I love events or anything like that that have the event as the artwork for the card. It just brings the game to life. And these seem to do that very well. This is really, really nice artwork I'm enjoying. Yeah, very cool, very cool. We've got more cards here, but, well, actually that looks like a different back for a card. Although that might be the DNA cards we were looking at before, but why not open this one as well? Yes, this looks like Brontosaurus. I always forget what that one's called. I think Bronchosaurus or Brontosaurus or something, but it's just Brontosaurus. I'll have to remember that. Maybe I'll keep one of these cards in my pocket at all times to to remember that. But yeah, more great artwork of these dinos. And it seems to be a lot of different dinosaurs in the game. Speaking of a lot of different dinosaurs, we have, of course I grabbed the one non-dino thing here, the dice. We have a lot of different dinosaur meeples. These are wooden meeples, which I'm used to plastic dino meeples with Dinosaur Island and Dinosaur World, but these are actually wooden meeples, classic wood meeples. These are the pterodactyls. Pretty cool meeples here. These alone would add some it factor to this game. But as you can see, there are more meeples to be discovered. Here looks like the T-Rex, which looks like he's got his tail tucked in there. I've heard a couple people make comments about that, which maybe is just a little too hard to print the tail sticking out, but some people complain. But look at those little cute little arms. But yeah, more great meeples. Let's open this one up too. I think they're separated in color, maybe by carnivore and herbivore. Because I believe this is an herbivore and he's green, and those two carnivores were brown or red. Yeah, I love any unique meeples in games, and especially when they're animals or anything cool, and a dinosaur certainly qualifies for that. Oh, this is a really cool one. This might be my favorite so far. I love the Brontosaurus. I believe that's its name. And yeah, the meeple this is a great meeple here. Let's open this up. We got 2 dino dice and a smiley face die. So I think you're not going to want to roll that for sure. And I think you're going to want to roll that. And you might want to roll that from time to time. That looks like a pretty fun side. Uh-oh. I rolled 2 of those slash marks. I think I suffered some casualties at my park. Here is a Raptor, which again, just another cool model, and even more. Oh my gosh. That is, I think we messed around with this one's DNA a bit. This guy looks modified for sure. Are those human hands? I don't even know. I think he's got thumbs. This looks like a nasty fella. I think he goes right along with that symbol. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go to a park with him in there. I think he is sure to escape and cause some havoc. And even more dinos. I recognize that one. I don't know its name, but it's got that little tail that he can ram into things. He runs into some people. I think that's people. I don't think this is a dinosaur. That's kind of cool. He's got his hard hat on, or maybe he's a tour guide. He's got a touring hat, as I call it. I really like how his vest kind of sticks out a little bit at his waist. That's a nice little detail. Really gets across that he is wearing clothes and is not nude. I often worry about that. But yeah, these are nice, unique meeple shapes. And we've got more dino shapes. Triceratops, very cool, very cool. We got more of those meeples in white, in black, in blue, in orange. We got, what are these? Ooh, are these wood? I think these are wood. They feel a little cold in temperature, a little too cool to be wood. So I'm not sure exactly what this is. Yeah, I think it's wood. Those look to be some sort of exciting markers here. Not sure what you'll be marking with them. Next up, you've got more of these tokens, which are stuck together here a little bit. Maybe these are for different corporations, possibly, like we were talking before. Not sure exactly. Let's break all these apart. Not sure exactly what these are. Maybe the player colors, I assume. Marking your score and taking one to show who you are. Here we've got some more classic looking meeples, although they are a little thin for normal meeples, but these are the average meeple shape here. We've got some red meeples, which I assume maybe that's what those red cubes represented before, that symbol. Maybe these are different workers you can use to take actions in your park. And here is, well, with all those dinosaurs, they gotta eat something, and sadly, saddest scene in the Jurassic Park franchise, I think we're gonna have to feed them some of these goats, which again, these are really, really cool meeples. So far, this game had a lot, big shoes to fill with those other dinosaur games, having played first, and they're phenomenal productions. But so far, this one has met that high bar. Yeah, these are very cool. And finally, other than this insert, which seems pretty decent, we'll have to see if it actually holds everything. I believe this is how it's supposed to be stored in the box. We'll see. Lastly, we have these. Maybe the thing that sets this apart from the Dinosaur Island and Dinosaur World the most is these fences, fence meeples, fence eeples, I'm not sure what to call them. But yeah, those classic big, thick, electric fences. Very, very cool. I'm gonna have to put some of these in those boards. Let's see. Yeah, they just go right into place there. Maybe get a dinosaur to put in there. But yeah, I think this is gonna look phenomenal when you start filling up this board and filling up those with different buildings, different dinosaurs, and you've got these adorable fences here that I think they really come across as those fences. That is exactly what I think of when I see these. So they did a great job with all of these meeples. These might be right up there with some of the best woodwork in any game. But yeah, that is everything in Dinogenics. I am very, 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 very excited to get this one played. If you enjoyed, leave a comment below. Which is your favorite of the dinosaur games, dinosaur board games, any of the ones I mentioned, or any that I didn't, that I should check out? But yeah, leave a like below if you like this video and like this unboxing. What is your favorite dinosaur? What's your favorite Jurassic Park movie? Answer anything dinosaur related. But thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on those goats and our content.